And you coming through loud and clear. I love it.
Well, that's how I do. How things are with me.
Say again. You broke up for a
Oh,
second.
I hit the mute button on accident, but yeah, I'm coming
Okay.
loud and clear. Now there's almost like an echo.
Mhm.
I hear an
Well, I think
echo.
bad.
It's not too bad.
Well, I don't hear it from my side.
Oh, I wonder why
No,
it's
they're
on
not
my
too bad.
side.
You sound perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool.
So I figured that I figured these three things from following your career, from watching you sing your scenes. One, you're a good old country girl.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Uh, you have always probably been a confident woman.
I
You know what I'm
wouldn't
saying? You had some
necessarily say I
confidence
was
about you.
always confident. Um, as I got older and was able to experience life, I learned how to adapt and to just be me. And I
Hmm.
grew that confidence naturally.
Yes. And comfortable in her skin.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. Like, I really had to be um, comfortable in my own skin to be confident because there's no way you can be happy with yourself and be confident at the same time. That's just not going to work out.
So, how has your week been? How has your day? How is your Thanksgiving actually? Because
Well,
we just
so
came up.
I had, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I ended up going out to dinner with Curvy Mary, Marie
Nice.
Daly, and then Curvy Mary's boyfriend, who's a photographer in the industry. His name is Jamal. So we just went
Hmm.
to a restaurant and had dinner, and um, that was it. I mean, we just hung out,
Yeah.
really. We didn't do much. I mean, I don't have family in Vegas,
Yeah, because
so
I wonder what Marie was going to do because I know she had just moved out there. See, shouts out to Smoke Buddy number two, Marie Daly.
yeah.
And I wonder what she was going to do. Cause I was like, "Man, you knew you the new girl in town and stuff. And it's Thanksgiving. You gonna get some turkey hit?"
We figured it out. I mean, we weren't super satisfied with what we were eating, but it served its
Mhm.
purpose. We just know now to not go there for lunch or dinner. The place we went has a way better breakfast. So,
See, don't you hate that there be restaurants that their breakfast is on point, but their dinner and
hmm
lunch sucks. It's just like,
hmm most definitely.
oh God. Uh, I
I'm
think like
sparking up
Dennis
a
is
joint,
what.
just so you know.
So what? Name of this is smoke this over, right? So that's the beginning of it.
Well,
It's I
I'm
mean,
smoking right now. I just lit the joint.
well, it's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, we do smoke in the smokers lounge. Even though
hmm
smoke is over, we need for you to think it over, but it's okay to do that with a blunt in your mouth. I mean,
Of
that's the
course.
whole point.
Right.
So and then I also talked to who was it? Finney.
Oh
Finney,
yeah,
y'all have
Vinny.
Finney. Yes, and boy, Finney had a smile on his face discussing y'all. So I
We
get to go
had a
talk
lot of fun.
with him. Yeah, it's like I said, from watching you grow in this business from when you first began, it's like it's impressive.
Oh,
You know,
thanks.
I
I didn't
mean,
realize
like
you've been following me for that long.
I wanted to work another stuff for another day.
Well, so I mean I do work with people that aren't industry, but I do charge
Mhm.
for that. I don't do
Yeah.
it for new talent. Like new talents don't get to work with me for free.
Mhm.
People who are even amateur, I still charge. So,
Well, shoot. Well, I mean, me myself, I'm retired, so I can't take advantage of that no
yeah.
way. So,
Oh, too bad.
so look, let me do these particulars, so we can get this thing on the road, okay, sexy?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, go ahead, get your smoke on. Hello, everybody, and lounging as you hear, we are smoking today. And it's here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone trying to start their own podcasting career. All you gotta do is download the Anchor app or go to the Anchor.fm and get yourself a profile today and start podcasting for free. I'm your host, Kavanaugh with Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. You know what it is. Check out my porn links, my social media links, as well as my music links. All with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. We also have two wonderful sponsors to this podcast. First off, it's the Facebook and LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Go today, get yourself a profile and continue your journey or start your journey to the life of kink. And also Eroticism Magazine. So go to eroticismmagazine.com, get yourself a monthly subscription where you can get either the paperback magazine or the digital copy. And we're talking about the sexiest ladies from around the world. So go to Eroticism Magazine and check it out. You might enjoy it. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. I'm talking about multiple podcasts, giving you the Black experience, plus experience a great shopping as you get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers and shops. So go to shopgwdistrict.com, buy Black, support Black businesses so it can make the Black economy, so we can create generational wealth. And also, every Monday night on K97 FM, the official radio station for the porn community, I'm talking about Monday Night Smoke, where every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I discuss the business of porn with a lovely lady or gent that is in the business. So, no, we just don't talk about sucking dick, eating pussy. We talk about how the sausage is being made and how we get this money. Because y'all need to understand this shit, because this is serious. So with that being said, every Monday Night Smoke, come check me out. Now I'm going to sit back and let this sexy, lovely lady introduce herself.
Hey, everybody. This is Julie Ginger. Yes, you heard that right. Welcome to the podcast. And also, thanks for having me.
Most definitely. You was one of the ones I wanted to interview. Because, like I said, because you was one. It's like, put it this way. It's those ladies that it gives me an indication that I've shit, because I didn't get to work with you when I was a talent, but I get to actually talk to you and bounce off of you and ask you questions about your career and everything. And hey, that's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Because my whole thing is to kill the stigma and to show people that this is a business, whether you like it or not. So
yep, that's exactly. This is definitely a business.
So you're from Iowa.
Well, oh no. So originally South Carolina, that's where I was born. And then I moved around a little bit. And by the time I was of age, like 21 years old, I ended up moving to Iowa with my family because I didn't want to be away from them. I lived there for 11 years before I moved to Vegas.
Almost.
So that's when my porn career started.
Oh, okay. See, that's what we're going to. So how did you get into the business? What sparked you to become adult film talent, aka porn star?
Well, it kind of started years even before I thought about what porn would be to me. I had started just an online relationship with this guy, and then I started sending videos and pictures, so that started making me feel more comfortable with my body and also being in front of a camera. And then I ended up actually getting married. And I was married for technically 3.5 years before we split, and then we were later on divorced in 2018. But anyways, backtracking, for a while I wasn't active and doing anything, and then in about 2015, late 2015, when we split, I kind of started reforming that relationship with that person that I had online. And then I started a Tumblr page in 2016. I started posting videos, pictures, anything to get my name out there. And I wasn't doing it for the purpose of porn, but I was doing it to just, I guess, feel better about myself and to put myself out there,
It was kind of like it was kind of like you was prepping the world for your unveiling. You get what
I don't really think that was my initial.
It wasn't your intention.
No,
but
not at all.
The beauty of having a business mind and not realize you was actually prepping. You was making your fan base and you was prepping the world. So when you did do something, it would stick out because they already kind of knew you versus they seeing you cold. You feel what I'm coming from?
Yeah, for sure, but that definitely was not the intention. Eventually, I started getting more notice and growing and growing. I got up to about 5,000 followers on Tumblr,
Mm-hmm.
and then a fan reached out and was like, "Hey, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. You know, I love your body, your confidence in yourself, your everything, right? You should go and work with BBW Highway. They're based out of Chicago, which, duh, 5.5, 6 hour drive, not a problem." We linked up, talked. I figured out my stage name and everything by chatting with him. And by May of 2017, I was filming my first ever, amateur porn. Now, I believe since then, BBW Highway has become not amateur anymore. They've become better. They're more on top of the game, like Plumper Pass and Pure BBW, which is Christian's site. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I started my journey,
Okay.
getting that exposure. And then actually, so in May of 17, I did my first shoot with BBW Highway, right? By July, which my birthday is the end of July, I flew out to Miami by Plumper Pass and ended up shooting my first Plumper Pass scene.
Yes,
Just
I
2 months
remember all of
later.
this, which is
Just
crazy.
2 months.
Everything that she said, I remember this because I was following this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was kind of crazy because it was like it wasn't even that much time in between that you made
Nope.
that jump. So
Nope,
look,
not
let's
at
go
all.
back to the BBW Highway.
Okay.
Describe your first shoot with them. You know what I'm saying? Was you nervous? You know, what was your mind state? Discussion of boundaries. You know, period. I pre-care before a scene where the producer and the male talent do, you know what I'm saying, have discussions and talks or what have you to help you feel comfortable when you doing your first scene. You feel me? Because this is your first time in front of the camera having
Yeah.
sex. You feel what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it
Speak
is
to
the
it.
first time doing it professional level, because even when I was doing it, recording my phone and stuff, that's obviously amateur. So moving from that to being in a room with somebody else recording this, it actually really wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought it was going to be. Remembering back to that time, like when I showed up to the hotel, got checked in, one of the things that I had talked to him about was like, I don't want to be paid because I want to just start off doing a trade style. So we ended up doing trade by I paid for the hotel room and he paid for everything else. So after driving out there and get everything taken care of for that
Hold on. I want to applaud you. Ladies, did you hear what she said? She paid for the hotel. I love you even more now. Thank you.
Oh, well, see, I believe that, and look, I love being paid. Oh, trust me, I love being paid. But I also think that to be anywhere in this industry, you do have to be able to compromise and but not overly compromise, of course. Don't compromise yourself, but in certain areas, I'm sure there's ways to compromise. So, anyways, once we got met with Ken and everything, we were talking. He had his makeup artist come through. We were getting all that taken care of. And we were talking about how the scene was going to go, and who the scene was with was fine, and I did not mind working with him, but I would have preferred my second scene to be my first scene, in all honesty.
Okay. Why you say
because
that?
my second boy-girl scene I ever did on camera was with Don Prince, and it was fucking fire. It was my
Don's
best
a beast.
scene. Don is... he's a great fucking talent.
Yeah,
and then I've worked together many times.
Yeah, because it's like with you, even when I remember I saw your first scene, I could see that you kind of understood how to work the camera. You understood angles, you know, period. Speak to that, because a lot of people don't understand when we get in front of that camera, especially when you have a cameraman or what have you. You have to be mindful, even as a female, of your angle.
And I, being someone who had just started doing this, I guess I've had acting experience and on stage, and so having to be aware is something that I'm really good at when it comes to filming things. So,
Mhm.
and also I kind of did a lot of research on porn before I got
Mhm.
into it. I mean, there's still a few things I've learned along the way. Obviously, every day I'm learning something new, I swear. But
Mhm.
being aware of the camera at all times is important, but also listening to your partner's body and understanding how they're feeling also is very important. So being able to balance that is really difficult. Even more so for the guys, I think. But anyways, I definitely had a great first and second scene, and then my third scene
Mhm.
was even better. Well, not even better, but it was good.
Mhm.
As time has gone on, though, I know I've gotten better in my career as far as my performance has gone, for sure.
I mean, I always say iron sharpens iron. You feel me?
Hmm.
It's the reason why we work with other professional male talent because they bring the best out of us and vice versa. You
Right.
know, I always felt that even when I was shooting. You know, period. Because it's a difference between someone that does it for a living and someone that just
Yep.
want to get paid for it.
Yep,
You know.
exactly. And once I kind of started with working, and really being in the industry like more full time and really giving it
Mhm.
more energy, I, have filmed some of the best things I've ever filmed. And I feel like I've grown some great relationships too since then. So, yeah, it's been a fun experience these last few years, that's for sure.
Oh, I can see that most definitely. So after working with BBW Highway, 'cause I want people to get a spectrum of the different ways people shoot in this business.
Yep.
Discuss. You went from doing BBW Highway because I know he shoots a certain way. 'Cause I done worked with him in the
Hmm.
past, and I know of models that work with him. Versus when you went and shot with Plumper Pass because he shoots a different way. You
Almost
feel me?
definitely.
And
Well,
and let's keep it 100. It's bigger money there.
oh, for sure, because they paid me. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, Plumper Pass paid me, and versus BBW Highway did it, which I am not knocking that at all.
yeah.
I have no problems with it. I literally have never said a word about not being paid and being snobby or anything about it because I chose to take that content share trade route
But
instead of
technically
pay.
that was a
So
smart thing to do, though. To be
I
honest
think
with
it
you.
is. I really did believe it was a smart move on my part, So moving
Yeah.
on to Plumber Pass, like that was one of probably my biggest achievements I've had in the industry with companies. Um,
Mm.
so yes, they flew me out and they covered um, my test and anything I needed through the day that I was there for shooting. So
Mm.
I got on set. I met the photographer, the makeup artist. I met with because Clint picked me up,
Mm.
um, and so oh my gosh, it's a lot to remember. I was getting my makeup and hair done, and so I was just chatting with the makeup artist pretty much the whole time. And then
Mhm.
eventually the male talent showed up, which was Jax Slayer. I was so excited. I was like, yes, give me that big black meat. He was the person I wanted to do my first ever Plumber Pass scene with, anyways. So when
Mhm.
Clint asked me, "Hey, who do you want to work with?" I said Jack Slayer, off the rip, and I'm glad I did because it was a great scene. He's an amazing, wonderful, sweet man,
Mhm.
solid as fuck, but ooh, yeah, it was good. So,
Mhm.
anyways, we talked and chatted, got to know each other, and then I started taking my pictures. At that time, I had shorter hair, so if you look at my pictures from 2017 to now, I have a lot longer hair, which I'm actually ready to cut off again and actually donate. So I'm pretty excited to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one of my
Donated.
things I want to do before the end of the year.
Okay, and where you plan to donate it to?
It's going to be donated to a children's fund.
Oh,
It's out
nice.
of Michigan. They do give away free wigs. They'll send the hair off, how to get it taken care of, and then they'll give it to the child or children, however much they make out of my hair, of course, And then I'll get like a
Yeah.
certificate of some sort or something like that in the mail after it's all
Mhm.
said and done. So that's what I'm going to do probably next month. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off track. But
No, no, no.
I'm
That's
taking my pictures. I'm taking my pictures, and the photographer looks at me after taking, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20, and he goes, "Have you done this before?" And I said, "Well, not really. This is kind of my first real professional photo shoot. But what I have been doing is taking pointers from Tyra Banks by watching America's Next Top Model." Don't laugh at me.
No, because I used to watch that same show, so I can't even be mad at you.
Right,
But
because she really gives good advice.
and
So I
see,
was
and plus
learning.
me being a photographer, it kind of gave me an idea of poses and stuff like that for the girls to do, especially for the BBWs.
Yeah, most
Period.
definitely. Well, they don't really do a lot of big girls, obviously, on
Yeah.
America's Next Top Model. But I don't knock them for it. I get it. It's a competitive world out there. But even for like just the sake of it being modeling, like I was able to learn how to turn certain positions and hold and touch and get myself in weird positions. So he said I was really good, and so we just kept going, and I kept taking pictures and everything, and then finally it came time to film content, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness. So it was like your first year really back in the business was hot.
Yeah, I would say that my first, not even year, my first like 6 months, I was,
Yeah.
filming for some big companies already, getting noticed and having people reach out to me to want to work and, so on and so forth. And like I said, I've met a lot of people over the last 4 years.
I see that because the thing about it is, what I like about you is you make it a point to move and present yourself as a sex symbol. I mean,
I mean,
go
okay,
go ahead.
No, finish what you were going to say.
No, because see, the thing of it is that especially in this day and age, let's be honest, because I don't pull no punches on this podcast. Girls don't take the time to look their best, and their videos, and to me, even to your selfies. You feel what I'm coming from? It's like you make it a point to give the sex symbol celebrity look. You get coming from.
I
It's like
try to.
speak
I
to that.
hate doing my makeup. Like, I despise doing my makeup. That's why if you look at a lot of my pictures and things, like just being regular, like I really don't have makeup on. I'm very natural. I prefer it that way just because my skin is so nice. Putting a whole bunch of makeup and stuff on just really does damage on my skin personally. But when I do wear makeup, I know I look good. Like, I know I'm hot when I am presented in that way, especially when I do it myself, because I'm very particular about the way I look when people look at me. And so as far as my clothes and things like that, like I just wear what's comfortable for me. Like I wear what I feel the best in. That's how I carry myself. Like that's how I do my thing.
So it apparently, like I said, when you walked to the game, of course, you came in looking at it as a.
Ask that question again. I'm sorry. What did you say? Hello?
Oh, okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, I went out for a second.
Okay.
Now, when you walked into the game, you walked in treating it as it was a career path that you plan to make this a business. Speak to the importance of walking in that way versus someone just trying to do it as a hustle. And the restrictions. Go ahead.
In all honesty, no, I didn't walk into it as like a career. I walked into it just with something to do with my life because I was bored. Like, I didn't get into porn because I wanted to be in porn. I literally just, it kind of happened. Like I said, I was just one day on my Tumblr page and somebody said, "Hey, you should give this a try." And I said, "Well, why the fuck not?" Like, that's why I reached out. That's why I took this step, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. So when did it click and you said, "Okay, then let me take this serious. I can make some money with this." You know what I'm saying?
After my first or second time with Plumper Pass, like I started getting called back and stuff. And so I decided to put more effort into it, and that really was a good idea for me. It definitely worked out. So in 2000 and when was it? I would probably say early 2019, I started to put more energy into it. So only over the last couple of years have I really been full time. I realized I've only been in this industry for just over 4 years.
Shoot, but you move like you've been in it for a decade. Stop
Oh,
playing.
I mean, it comes with just learning the ropes, learning how this industry works and what to expect and what not to. Because you can't really expect anything, but like you can learn from other people's experiences, and that's what I've done for sure. Like I've got great mentors and women in my life that have done this and continue to do this. And so I keep in contact with them, and even new models. Like I love helping new models. I love being here for them and giving them as much confidence and support and love that they can get, you know?
So now you said something that's actually made a great segue. So this is how I know when you got podcasting in your future. This is the part where I always say that the dicks get limp and the pussies dry up, because we're gonna talk about some real shit. Right. And I'm glad you just hit that blunt, because she gonna need it for this one. See, these
hold on. I'm smoking some apple fritter. It's really good.
Ooh. See, y'all on the West Coast and it's legal. I don't like you people.
Well, I guess you're just gonna have to move your ass out here, I guess.
I'm planning to come out to Vegas one day, because I know too many people out there. And
I love Vegas.
And video pod with every last one of y'all, for real.
Okay, so go ahead and ask me your question.
All right. Now, people don't like talking about the ups and downs of this business.
Right.
The money, the backside of it.
Right.
Period. All that good shit. You know, period. We have the people that say post the percentages when it comes to fans, all that shit. I want you to speak to the ups and downs of the money.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Plus the headache of when it's slow, what you do to boost it. You feel what I'm coming from?
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with one thing at a time. What do you want to start with?
Okay, let's start with the ups and downs of the money.
Okay. Well, porn is not an instant money maker. It can be if you are the right look. You have the right personality with that look, the right, everything. If you are mainstream and not BBW, you're going to make money pretty instantly if you are within the realm of what they're looking for. Now, let's keep it BBW centered. It takes a lot to be in this industry when it comes to money, because it is not instant. You have to work hard. You have to put yourself out there. Literally, you got to create a Twitter page, an Instagram page. Now that we have OnlyFans, you have to have an OnlyFans. Now, I'm not saying that that's an absolute deal breaker, because we know how OnlyFans has been acting lately.
Yeah.
Some people can't even have OnlyFans, even though they don't do anything. It's just it's bullshit. So there are other avenues to make money, but it's all about promoting yourself. It's all about creating an image and a brand. The money will come. You just have to continue pushing yourself, because if you don't, you're just going to get to a point like I did last year, like November, about late November through early February. I had no money. I was broke. I could not pay my rent. I was behind, and I almost got evicted. And that all comes with the emotional effects of this industry, because I had an incident last year with tests, and we know it happens, and so I got shamed because people were shaming me, and instead of saying it's okay, Julie, like it happens, they decided to go and just talk about it and spread these lies and say all these things. And look, it happens. I'm not upset anymore. Like, I've grown so much in this life.
Now, that's interesting, because you're the first person that went through that.
Look, they go through it. No, I'm open about it because I don't want people to think it's okay to shame others just because they have a test that
That's what I want to talk about. Because to me, it was like from the days that I came in, they said you was blackballed. And to me, if you can't control what happens, let's keep it 100. And I hate when people do that. You can't control what happens because our business is based off of the next person.
Yep.
I have to be trustworthy of the next person's sexual habits.
Yep. Exactly.
Outside of it, period. You know what I'm saying? So to me,
I have a lot to say about this. I have a lot, but I'm going to try to keep it summarized.
Yeah.
I have no hard feelings towards anybody who has had a negative outlook on me because of one test or what they may have heard. I don't harbor ill will towards anyone either. I am literally just here trying to do my job, make my money, and just be happy. And so when it comes to these things that happen with tests, we as performers, we have to either decide to share it and say, hey, I can't work with you because of this. Please don't tell anyone. That's something that I've had people say. But also it's etiquette. You don't just go spread people's shit. It's none of their goddamn business to be doing that. So when somebody comes to me and I've had this happen to me, how someone's came to me and said, I'm sorry, I can't shoot with you. I have had a positive test. Okay, honey, get yourself tested. Let me know when you're ready. Like, I know how it feels. I've been there. I don't want to go through that again. I've been working so hard over the last year to be like on fucking top of everything. And that comes not only with testing, that comes with paperwork. That comes with making sure my shoots look good. But the lows are low. And when they're low, it's hard. It is so hard mentally, emotionally, physically. I was down. I was hurting. And you can hear it in my voice. I'm emotional about it because I went through so much.
Yeah, because people don't realize the emotional toll this game can take on you in some way. because
I'm okay.
We can be ugly to our own, and that's what's fucked up. That's why from day one.
There's so much.
Is the motherfucker you shooting with can be the most evilest and assholish person you ever meet.
Exactly, and be the closest person to you who makes you the most uncomfortable or hates you the most, and you don't even know it. But outside of that, I worked through it. I've changed, like I said. I was not the same person I was a year ago. I can tell you that with 100% certainty because I have been working every day to be a better person. Because I realized that, yes, sometimes my actions were not okay and they were pretty bad. I've done some stupid shit. It might not be out there, but I know about it and other people I know who are involved know about it. So what I've been doing is working on me. That's what I've been doing. And I'm proud of my fucking self because I've been taking care of myself so hard that, it puts a smile on my face because I know what I've done for myself this last year. I've lost people. I've gained amazing people, So
but I look at it like this is the old saying, some people in your life for a season, some people in your life for a reason.
Yep, exactly. So people come and go. I know I can't have the friends I'm going to have forever, but thankfully the ones that I have that do know me and love me for me, man, they are the best. Like, I have so much love and respect for those people.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, you approved, and the reason why I'm glad you said something. And I'm gonna speak to my listeners and anybody in this business. She is proof that you can come back from something that was considered negative or bad in this business, and press on. That's the whole point. It's you don't stop. Shit happens and you move forward.
Yep.
Period. At the end of the day, and you let your work speak for itself. Just like me watching you sitting here wrestling with some dude and you got him pinned down.
Do you love that shit? Isn't it funny?
Oh God, I can't stop watching it. I'm about to say you trying to try out for the WWE, ain't you?
Oh man, he definitely is a lot of fun to wrestle. I really enjoy Dan a lot. He is a fun client. He just he likes to talk about being flattened like a pancake and how I knock the wind out of him. But he really does try to take me down. Don't you guys think I am not like trying, because I'm trying as well, but he has to try a little harder.
Yeah, because it was like I talked to another girl that was doing the match. She was like, "No, I tell you dudes to come at me." And then they be one dainty. I said, "Well, damn, girl, you must want the power
Hell
bomb
yeah,
your
I
ass
want
or
my
something."
money. Shit. Listen, Dan is great. He definitely, I get my money's worth. That's for sure. He gets his money's worth because we definitely wrestle. Like we wrestle. If my mother saw this video, she would die laughing. My father would probably be like, "Oh my God, what is my daughter doing?" That would be the only thing I would ever show them.
Oh my God, I would just say, just watch this shit. Which it's because about you also expand your territory within the business because you're doing videos like that. You're doing face sitting and squashing and stuff of that nature.
I just started getting into that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So speak to tapping into other genres that may not necessarily be sexual, period, and expanding your territory, territory as far as with content. Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of the biggest reasons that, sorry, I don't really think what I was going to say. One of the biggest reasons why I'm so popular is because I am seen as someone who does face sitting and smothering. And I didn't start off with that. Obviously, I started off being a sex worker, being in porn, like selling sex. So eventually, over the first 2 or 3 years of me being just doing sex, I never really sat on faces. I was scared to. Like, I was scared I was going to hurt somebody. Like, for real.
I know that you had some offers for smothering.
For sure.
For sure, before you even started doing it, period. Because I know that there are guys, especially some of the cities that I know that you go to, there are guys that would pay well for that shit.
I do know, and I'm working on that. That's why I've been doing it more. Like, I am offering those sessions. You guys heard it here. I do offer those sessions. So if you want a smothering session, all you gotta do is hit my email. Duh. Anyways.
It's like, who wouldn't want to be smothered by that pretty booty of yours?
I don't know, man. You'd be surprised. So anyways, moving into doing more face sitting was definitely not a challenge, but it was a slow progress. I didn't start doing any real sitting until 2020. Yeah. Like, really getting into it was January of last year. I remember doing it with Goddess Natia and her slave pet, Wonka. He's amazing, took care of us in every way. And yeah, it was fun. It was definitely my first experience. I really enjoyed it. I will do it again anytime. Oh, Mistress Delicious was there too. She would help me. She was also my mentor with that. And then the second time I did it was just Goddess Nati and I and Wonka. And then eventually Wonka was like, "I want to do more face sitting with you." I was like, "Okay, cool." So he was like, "Can I, pay for a room and stuff?" So anyways, as you know, we got more content, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun doing this. So the crossover is different, because you're getting clients that are a different type of, clientele or a different type of fan. So catering to all of these different people has been a very fun and interesting process journey.
Yeah, because see, it's something else I want you to speak to is having different sources of income within this business, because I think a lot of ladies, especially with the OnlyFans boom, that they thought all I needed was OnlyFans. And even to the point that they went as far as got 2 OnlyFans. That's another conversation for another day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. People ain't gotta like me. I never understood that concept. But
It's
okay, that's you.
yeah, it's just a lot of work. That's what it is.
Is I rather work smart, not hard. But anyway,
Right.
so it speak to that.
um, to having other areas of income.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, hold on just a moment. Whew, my
I
throat's
need
a
to be
little.
smoking what you smoking.
Yeah, you might need to.
Well, that shit she be smoking. Mm.
So having more than one area of income is definitely a good idea. I know there's people in this industry that do have a vanilla job and still do porn on the side.
Mhm.
Because porn is not the end all, people. It really is not. It is a way to make money and have a good life and to save money too, for sure.
Mhm.
Like you can save money and make money as long as you have that right business mind.
Mhm.
Um, so uh, I have a website that I pay someone to manage. I have my OnlyFans. I have a ManyVids, which is a clip site. So I sell clips. So any of the content that I have out there will be there, or my website, or OnlyFans.
Mhm.
There's other areas like X videos and Pornhub, which have different model creator programs, and definitely
Mhm.
worth looking into. Um, I I have more content on X videos that is actually stuff that I've posted, but I have been tagged in everything that I've filmed with different people. So anytime you see me, if it doesn't have my actual logo, which is bbwjulieginger.com, or anything that says bbwjulieginger, then it's probably because they tagged me in it. And then I'm really
Now,
bad. Listen, guys, no, hold on. I'm really bad at putting
did you
stuff
ever
out
think
there.
you coming into business you're gonna be a tag?
What's that?
You did you thought the first year you was in the business you're gonna be a tag?
A tag?
A tag, yeah.
I don't know
I
what
can
that
hashtag
means.
you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think that because within the first 6 months I was being promoted. Like, so yeah, I mean, anything that I've been in, if you don't see any of my information on it, it's because other people have been putting it out because I've shared content and so on and so forth. So, look, if you want that content, I'll get to it. I've just been busy, and so I don't always have time to sit down and edit my own content. So,
Now the interesting thing with you, because like I said, you came in hot the first year. Now I remember from my time in the business and back in the day, they always say it was a 3-year window for females in this business.
uh-huh.
Now you have made it 4, which
Yeah.
means and it hasn't been a weak 4. Let's make this clear: a strong 4. Say a strong 4, baby.
I feel like this last year has been my weakest, but I feel like I've also traveled more because I've had more bookings.
Yeah.
So, as far as like actual recording, it's been a slow year for me.
Mm-hmm. See, but see, sometimes, how can I put this? You've done enough recording, made enough of an impact that you kind of at that position. This gonna sound funny.
No, I think I know what you're saying.
You at that position that when you do drop something, it makes a strong impact.
Yes.
You feel where I'm coming from?
Like my
Because,
Shane Diesel video. Woo!
yeah.
That was a good video.
Okay, hold on. You hold on. You just ain't gonna mention that man's name, and we ain't gonna discuss that damn thick dick motherfucker.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I have yet to interview somebody who had the galls.
Really?
You be the first. Now I had someone say they eventually whip him, but you the first one shot with him. So please tell the public how was he shooting with Shane Diesel?
It was great. He's very professional, very nice, accommodating. He definitely loves himself a big girl, so don't get it twisted. He may be working with the skinny ones. He loves us BBWs, okay?
Because y'all be taking the best, but go ahead.
But it's true. It's true. Look, I could barely get him in my mouth, but I loved every minute of it. I definitely would have liked to have some different angles. So I'm hoping next week when we get together, we'll be able to get those angles.
Oh,
So
y'all rolling again? Oh shit!
yeah, I want to film more content with him. He's so fun.
Yeah, hold on.
After we were finished though, we ended up going and having dinner. It was just super
Nice.
chill.
So I got to ask a question: what positions did y'all do?
Well, we did the mandatory ones: doggy, missionary, and riding.
Oh God, I can't wait to see the ride one because
it's all in there.
Girls ride him now.
Oh, I love riding that dick. Oh, it was so good. Ooh.
Is it? See, yeah, I ask the hard questions, people. Ask the hard questions because I'm sorry. I mean, I've been following him for years also, and he's like, one of the many times that I can see and say, like, if you took his dick, it's impressive. I'm sorry.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad. I've had about his size before, so
yeah. it's just the thickness. But see, also that's why I tell people when you see him with the smaller girls, of course it looks bigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus when he with a big girl. So it's the aesthetics of the porn.
Yep, most definitely. We had a fun time together. Like you and I we clicked. I think it's because we're both Leos that we work so well together. Ooh, I can't wait to fuck him again. I'm getting horny thinking about it.
People tell you to smell smoking the blood. Shane Daisy.
Shane Diesel.
Yeah, Shane Diesel. She said she's ready for you, dog. She want to know how.
I'm ready, most definitely.
She's very prepared.
Oh man.
But see, it feels. But see, that's one thing that I like is when I'm able to enjoy working with the talent that I'm about to work with, because it makes the scene just flow so effortlessly.
Most definitely.
And work better because people don't realize like the shit that we got to do in front of the camera.
If there's no chemistry, the scene is not going to be as good as it could be. Like, I have no problem working with somebody on the spot at all without getting to know them. I'm just that way. I can adapt. It just takes 5 or 10 minutes to sitting down and having a conversation with somebody. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Like, getting to that vibe and talking about the scene and like just being professional about it. And there's no reason why people can't get along without simple conversation. So that's another story for another day.
Almost definitely.
There's a lot of drama in this industry. Oh my God.
See, that's why I might bring you back for a special smoke episode with subscribers where we can really be that candid.
That's fine with me.
So trust me, you're gonna end up. I got a feeling if you want to, you can become a smoke buddy and you're coming back. But
okay, sounds good. It's fine.
So, but here's the question I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
All right. Now we touched on it for a second. We came to your content trade.
Oh yes.
Speak to people what it takes, what a person need to bring to the table to work with you on content trade. Now we understand when it comes to the amateur or what have you. What do their professional have to bring? Because there's professional guys out there, but I know you don't shoot with everyone. It's something you look for that make you say, okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. No. Okay, so the guys that are established in the industry that I haven't worked with yet, just hit me up. Tell me, what your idea is that you would like to work with me. Like, what kind of scenario, or maybe you have like a specific thing in mind that you thought I'd be really good in. Make sure you're tested. Don't come at me and say, "Oh, well, I'm not tested." Okay, that's not going to do nothing for me. And if it's somebody I've never, like, again, if this is something I've never worked with before, give me some references. Send me to some of the girls you've worked with that can give me an idea of how your performance was, because I have been shit on by some people who are shitty at performing. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not naming names because it's nobody's business, but I have had issues with people saying they're performers and they're in the industry and they're really not in the industry. They just want to get their dick wet, So that's why I charge new talents. Anybody who has no experience and they're definitely a fan, or they're a new male talent that I've never heard of. Yep, boy, you being
Now,
charged.
now,
Sorry.
now, I want you to expound on the experience because you had some dudes say and say, "Well, I done filmed, I done did this, I done did a POV." Explain what the experience is because see, a lot of times motherfuckers don't get that, understand what you mean by.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, cell phone footage, while yes, is fine, it's not always going to be what I'm going to be most impressed with. Like, I want to see, how well you fuck. Send me to the girl. Like I said, send me to the girl that you fuck. Let me talk to her. I want to understand how she felt when you guys had sex because you ain't going to tell me what I need to know. She will.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like to ask for references from people who are established versus guys who are new. They just are just gonna have to show up, do exactly as I've told them, pay their rate, pay my rate for the scene, and I'll share it with you and I'll promote you and I'll help you, but like I can only do so much, So the guys also have to step up and do their own work too, as far as promoting themselves and doing their editing of their content and their posting and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. See, most definitely. Because not one time I asked a female, I said, "Well, what do you look for in the female when you did content trade with a female?"
Oh, and,
I
and the
told
same applies. Most of the time, I don't really charge the females.
Mhm.
And sorry, guys, girls are sometimes just way easier to work with.
and, and 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 to be honest with you, it's how can I put this? On the test side, kind of a little more safer to a certain
Yeah,
extent.
because we don't necessarily have to really swap fluids
Mhm.
um, to have an experience like a girl, but
Yeah.
it just depends. So, but I make sure everyone's tests are checked, and regardless of whether they're new or they're established. I mean, especially established people, like
Mhm.
everyone should always know to be tested. So those who don't,
Yeah.
oh man, I don't understand why, but okay,
It's
not me.
I mean, it's like I said before. That's the difference between a porn star and a content creator. That's
Yep,
another conversation.
exactly. Oh, most definitely. There are
You know what
big
I'm saying?
differences between
Yeah.
what is considered a porn star and what is considered a content creator.
Period. And it's funny how so many of them want that mantle or that respect as a porn star, but you don't do what we do.
Yeah, you don't have the same, you're just not on the same level. The level is different, you
Yeah,
know?
because I'm sorry, I can't. I tell anybody this: if you ain't been in front of a cameraman with lights, air conditioning off,
Uh-huh.
you can't talk to me. You
Right,
can't.
exactly. Exactly.
You can't because I walked in the game with a cameraman. So it's to me it's a certain level because I always said this: amateurs are now dictating how porn is being shot versus back in the day, porn stars dictated it because
Mm-hmm.
you had to shoot. Period. So, and which is interesting because, like I said, with you, when you walked in, you actually walked in with an OG of the game with BBW Highway, period. And then also with Plumber Pass
Mm-hmm.
and plus the other companies that you had worked with.
I worked with a
Uh,
few.
yeah, I know.
Have you seen my Jeff's Models release yet?
I know. I haven't seen the newest one.
Oh yeah, Jay and I. Ooh, it was so
Yeah,
much fun.
he's another OG in the game. What have
I
you?
love J. Crew. He's such a sweet. He's so sweet, but he is corny as fuck, and I love it.
It's like I did have what 3 miles out of three smoke buddies done work with him, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I see he. I'm pretty sure he just loved your ass because yeah, I see he
Actually, he
works.
loves my
He works.
hair.
Well, I mean, you got nice hair. You redhead.
Well, I mean, in my butt too, though. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah. That's your money. That's one of your money makers out this
Oh,
piece.
duh, that's my best asset.
Because it's like because I'm pretty sure it's like when I know the fellas when they first see it they be like damn
Mm-hmm. Every
they just
time, every day.
slapping it.
Doesn't matter. I get a message that says, "Oh my god, I love your ass. I just want to bury my face in it." I'm like, okay. Come on,
But
let's go. Where's the money?
but but how I feel to be probably one of the most mentioned and probably one of the top girls in the BBW part of the game.
I honestly, I don't believe that about myself. Let me just be completely 100% transparent. I do not see myself as that highly regarded in the industry. Now, also, I do know that I have a name. I do know I have a platform, and I um, have made myself known to the world. So it's kind of one of those things where I don't believe it, but I mean, I kind of do. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
it's whatever to me. I don't base myself off of that. I base myself off my performance and how I am and who I am, you know? So I don't really care about it, but sure, okay.
I'll take it. No, because see, coming from me, from a guy that watched the game, see how the game has changed
Mm-hmm.
from 2006 to now. Um, for 4 years, like I said before, I'm not just saying it just to say it to you because you're on the show. You have had a
Mm-hmm.
strong 4 years. Period. It's you. I put you up there with Sophia Rose. You feel me?
Wow.
Because you wanted the BBWs. Seriously,
Wow.
because
No, that's.
like Dan, Danica Denali,
Oh,
yourself.
I love Danica. She's such a sweetheart.
Um, I say Sophie Rose. There's a couple others that it's like when you think of the BBW game, their name come up. It's nowhere in hell you can't not. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially
thank
this
you.
day. So, but the thing of it is, when you walked in to this game, speak to the changes of the game on the BBW side. And do you think that when that term got made, do you think it hurt y'all more so than helped y'all in this game?
Well, I mean, I've only been in it for 4.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest things is the cattiness, the hatefulness between some of the girls. And I can't speak on why because I don't know. But I just know a lot of people don't like a lot of other people, and vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. Like, I know the girls out there don't like me. I've been blocked by girls for no reason. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. It's okay. Could
Welcome
be
to the
because they
club.
heard something from somebody else and they just want to believe that instead of coming talking to me, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
have time for it. I have no time for that. So the biggest change is the camaraderie. How a lot of these BBWs are against each other, and they're not being uplifting and empowering each other because there's enough money for everybody. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's no reason why we are not making millions of dollars a fucking year with what we're doing. But the reasons are because some people cannot just get along. And that's okay. Like, not everybody's gonna like everybody. But that's the biggest thing for me that I have seen. The change is how everyone was so cool in the first couple of years I was in it, and then the turn of coming into 2019, it just things changed.
Yeah, because
And
it's
as far as the porn thing goes, as far as like the actual making of porn
mm-hmm.
within the BBW world, it's gotten better. I could
Yeah.
say that. I could say there's some beautiful women that have come into this industry just within the last few years. There's been a lot of great male talents that have started coming out. So I encourage guys that even though you might not think your dick is big enough, you never know. Give yourself that chance to try. You know,
because
I
because
did the same thing.
I think people want to see real people.
Right.
So when,
I get that.
when they talk about reality porn, they get it mixed up. It ain't that they want to
Mm-hmm.
see real fucking no. They want to see real people doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know
That
what I'm
too.
saying? And not real people as in civilians.
No,
Because
they mean like people who just aren't the mainstream type. They
yeah,
want people who are like regular and average and
they want a dad
that.
bod. They want a BBW.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
They
Because
do want to see that. I agree.
yeah,
However, I know what works for me, and my fans like what they like. So I know that
mm-hmm.
I will forever and always work with more black men over white or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need this size. That's what I need. Even if okay, let me say this. If you have a big white dick and you want to get in the industry, I will give someone the chance to come and film with me, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Now that's interesting. You're open to it, but have you been offered it?
Absolutely.
Have you been offered it? Because see, here's the
Oh,
thing.
many times white guys come to me and want to fuck, and they have big dicks. But like, I'm also the type of girl that's like, I'm not doing this for free. I'm sorry.
See, that's the explanation. Because see, sometimes y'all ladies might get a bad rap because all you do is choose black dick. And it ain't that you choose black dick, it's just the white dick that step to y'all, they're not worthy, whether they're not paying or they are not adequate enough for you to
Yeah.
fit.
Yep, I agree with you. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Whew. But you know, it's okay. Like I'm willing to give that chance every once in a while. Like I have no issues with it. But I don't do that often. So
So what's a white talent you would shoot with? Let's manifest.
who?
What's a white talent? What's a white talent you would shoot with?
Oh
Hands
wow,
down.
a white talent I would shoot with.
There's one that you
That I
just saw
haven't
like
shot with already. So we can't talk about Christian. We can't talk about Thor. We can't talk about Billy Pilgrim because I've already shot one on him.
and shouts out to Billy, because that's my boy. This is Smoke Buddy.
Yes, I love Billy. He's such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. Great talent to work with. Very professional. Very sweet. Definitely enthusiastic. And that's he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I don't really know that many white talents.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, I mean, if you want to be honest, they ain't that many. If you want
But
to be
they're all young looking like Twinkie boys. And
yeah,
mainstream. They're not even BBW lovers. And if they are, they haven't approached not one goddamn of us. None of
or
us.
if they get, yeah, because see, here that's the other caveat that people gotta understand, that if you're a BBW, some of these guys not going to shoot with a BBW.
Nope. Absolutely not. And that's okay. Like, I'm not harboring any ill will towards any of these guys at all.
That's money he missing out on. That's just dumb ass.
And that's money that mainstream porn is missing out on.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
because it's
100%.
Because it's funny, like all the attempts they made were just
they don't have the right people. They're not using the right talents. That's the problem. They're just looking at some of these people, and they're not looking at the ones who are really putting out that good quality content, you know? And look, that's on them. I commend the women who have been on Brazers and have been on some of the other places that are BBWs and true BBWs, not these slim, thick girls. I'm sorry, no offense. I really am not trying to be offensive, but I'm speaking my mind because I believe that there is a difference between what a BBW is and what a BBW is not.
Yeah,
there are different sizes. There are different names for different sizes now. We have our plump girls who are more the slim, thick girls. They're a little more curvy. You know, I'm curvy, but I'm also a BBW who's curvy. I'm a curvy BBW. So there's curvy small girls and there's curvy thick girls and so on and so forth. There's different categories. I think BBW should be only used for women who are big and over 300 pounds, maybe 250.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. So anyways.
Yeah. Because it's just funny from my time. They were trying to lump Pinky and Cherokee into the BBW conversation. It was funny as fuck. I said, those girls not even close to being a BBW.
At one point, I think back then, that's what BBW meant.
Yeah.
In a sense. But BBW now is way different. That term, you have such different, beautiful, big women out there who are, and when big, you talk about big, you talk about big girls like me and Marie and Curvy Mary. And, you know, Babe West is still a big girl because she's got some belly, you know?
Yeah.
It's just.
But see, to me, what irks me about it, because one, the reason why I'm passionate about it, because I have a wife that's a BBW, and two, BBWs made me my money. Let's just keep it going. I'm not going front. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to work with you also. But the fact they consider it a genre and not a porn star, you get what I'm coming from? It's like, I think to me, until they look at it as y'all are actual porn stars, not a genre.
The porn community. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you about to say?
I was gonna say the porn community as a whole doesn't really see BBWs as real porn. They just see it as fetishized.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate because I work really hard to create the porn that I create. And
Mm,
I definitely put my work in and my efforts in. And not to be given that recognition as instead of a niche, they call us a
mm,
niche now instead of BBW porn on
mm,
the AVN Awards part. Now, thankfully, and I do give my shout out and my admiration to and appreciation to Eliza Lure for having the BBW Awards show. Without that, I
mm,
wouldn't have 2 awards. I wouldn't have as much recognition as I do have.
mm,
And then the BBW community wouldn't have this to have that, you
mm,
know? I don't know if they're doing going to continue the BBW award show. I think they are doing a Hall of Fame one this year, but it's all
mm.
virtual. Um, so we'll see. I don't really know more. I haven't really been privy to that information. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, because to me it's like which no, trust me, I was happy with the BBW awards, and even with the Fan Fest when they had a convention,
yeah.
I just didn't think they should have it in Vegas. That's just me
Well, I think it's
because
great having the AVNs out here in Vegas in
no, no, no,
January because it's
not the
nice. And
AVNs. I was talking about the BBW Fan Fest, the convention for the BBWs. That
there is no convention for BBWs. What are you talking about?
oh no, I'm talking about when they had one. it,
Was
it
there was
before
a convention for
it,
BBWs?
yeah, it
What?
well, yes, it was called Fan Fest. They used to have it.
Dang.
Yes, they used to have it. Yes,
Oh, I'm
yes.
sorry. I remember. I forgot. I haven't been at the industry that long.
Yeah, see. Probably what happened was when it faded away, you came in the game. That's
Yeah,
what happened. That
that's
was,
fine.
period. But no, it's just like I said before. It's to me, it's crazy. Like put it this way. To me, I'm glad they did the BBW awards because it did get the highlight to the ladies that was doing it in this business.
Yep.
But like I said, just as a fan of the business, as a producer, a person that used to shoot BBWs, AVNs is shitty.
Oh,
And
absolutely. I have.
how the fuck y'all ain't gonna? It was like even to the point that I had an issue with them not giving it to you on the awards. Why? Because they don't want to show you on Showtime. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. I have been told different variations of a story that has to do with why BBWs are no longer considered in the AVN Award show.
Yeah.
I can only speculate that. You know what? I'm just going to say that a few models apparently were doing something they shouldn't have been doing, and then they made a ruckus about it, and that's what caused us to no longer have a category.
You know something?
I can't speak on who the models are. Again, I only know so much.
I say bullshit. The reason why I say bullshit, okay, this is how I look at it. One, this is the BBW of the year. That means this is a porn star award, not a genre award.
Yeah,
It's a porn star award, technically.
again, I'm telling you, some
Yeah.
models were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, and there were some things that were said by some other models, and that's why there's no longer that category because of those specific models who were doing stupid shit.
Oh no,
That's the ones that
I
caused
agree
us
with
not
that.
to be able, the future of BBW porn,
Yeah.
like myself and Marie and so on, to have
It's
that category.
this,
And I'm
but
pissed.
see, this is how I look at it. It was we already didn't want to do it. Y'all just gave us more reason. See, it's a difference between.
I don't know much about the AVN Awards. I'm sorry. Maybe I should
I'm just talking about the way it looked like.
harsh about it.
You know what I'm saying? With me, I'm looking at it from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Plus knowing of the business, plus have dealt with some of these producers that was dealing with AVNs. You know, period. At the end of the day, they use it as an excuse. But if they really wanted the girls to have the spotlight, the award was been given just like that of Starlet, just like of the male category, just like that the best girl on girl category, just like that the best threesome category. Now, if I'm correct, threesome is a genre.
Yeah.
Okay. Girl on girl is a genre.
Yeah.
So you telling me that you can't have Liza Lure or Karen Lane walk and accept the freaking award. If you didn't want to put it on Showtime, you could have just cut the shit out if you want to. That's fine. But
Yeah.
you feel me? It was the aesthetics.
Unfortunately, the Adult Video Awards, Adult Video Network, excuse me, the
Yeah,
Adult Video Network, that's what it is. It's AVN,
yeah,
does not care for the BBW community because they
yeah.
only care about mainstream. We are not mainstream. So that's the fucking reason why we are not on the AVN category list.
Now, what's sad about this is that they're the most non-mainstream that is mainstream in the game.
I don't understand why we aren't. It sucks. But you know what? Look,
That's like being the
I don't
most.
really care.
You
I
get what
utilize AVN to my abilities or to my benefit, excuse me. I use AVN to my benefit.
That's
And that's
over
all I'm
there.
going to say.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, use what they got. Take what you want. That's what I heard.
Hey, listen, if they're allowing me to come to the expo so I can do what I got to do, then great. I will gladly come because that just helps me get my name out there even more.
Let's see.
I can't wait for 2023 AVN. I'm so there. Oh,
I'm curious where they're
yes.
going to have it because I heard what happened with.
Well, when Hard Rock got sold to Virgin, I heard that there was a contract that was signed that would start after the pandemic, so in 2023.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. But that's just what I heard.
Because I want to go to one.
You definitely have got to make an appearance.
A lot of podding to do out there.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. So much fun.
I can't do content, I'm going to be podding. So.
Yeah, you should do content and try to get content, but definitely have a good time.
I'm retired. I'm not sticking my will in nothing. I'll be. If I'm gonna have sex with you, it's gonna be mental. We're gonna get that mental orgasm. You feel what I'm saying? No, because see, my thing of it is like I tell people, when you're doing a scene, it's different than you fucking somebody. Because you have to go to a mental space walking into the scene. Because things you got to think about, you got to consider. And I don't feel like going through all that.
It's not for everybody. I understand.
And then the other part of it is, I don't feel like paying no $400 for no damn test, so I'm good.
I understand. Listen, you know how much I spend a month on testing? It's a lot.
Yes, because I was sitting there just thinking about Finney. I was like, as much as he shoot, I know he spent about $1,000 to $2,000 monthly.
Yeah, he probably spends. Oh, he spends more than I do. That I can say. Because thankfully here in Vegas, there's a talent testing facility that I can go to. So
yeah, that's home for them though.
What's that?
That's home. That's home for them. That's why.
Well, the main base is Miami. So everything gets sent to Miami like next day.
Why isn't she in Vegas? I thought because that was the main office. I thought that was one of the main offices or the main office.
No. The main office is Miami, and then the different locations is in California and Vegas. Yeah. So
okay, I see.
Yeah, but when I lived in Iowa, though, I was paying that $300 and something to get one test from talent testing. So, trust me, it is not cheap, not at all.
I was like, you know something.
At one point, I just started using my doctor's test because it was, it worked. Yeah, and there's no reason to not accept a test that is done through a doctor. No reason why you should.
Me was either the doctor or health department.
But yeah, and the health department works just as well too. Yeah. Definitely.
But see, what happened is now that motherfuckers want to be faking these tests. Oh God, I was like,
it doesn't make any sense as to why people want to do that. Like,
I'm like, I couldn't understand this shit. I'm like, bro, I mean, I understand probably pandemic, you couldn't get to the health department,
Yeah.
I get it. But dude, you had to fake the test.
Yeah.
Because you got everybody scared. That motherfucker, no. We can't do health department, even though it's a portal for health department. Let's make that clear. I can put that shit up on the internet. No, health department.
I don't know, man. People are particular. I don't mind a doctor's test at all. It can even be Quest diagnostics as long as within the time frame I allow. Then perfect. You know.
Because it once again goes back to porn star content creator.
Again, right? You're right. Look, I try to be considerate and think about. Okay, look, I've been in this person's shoes. I know what it takes and what it really means to have to be in this industry, because if you ain't making that money yet, you're paying for a doctor's visit, or you're
about that. I touched my phone by mistake. Oh, hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I touched my phone by mistake.
Oh, it's okay.
But see, that's why I said is to the point of it's like one of the things I tell people is we have to be mindful of our personal sex life. You know, period.
For sure.
And they don't realize how much when you do this business, you have to change your personal sex life.
And it's hard because I know for me, I am a horny motherfucker. So I like to have sex. So I have to really consider, okay, what do I have to do to make sure I'm pleased, but I'm also staying safe? So, you know, I literally have like one partner. That's it. One person I fuck with, he stays tested. That's it. I don't have no one else. Everyone else is talent, or they use a condom because of other reasons.
And but see, that trust me, that's why I'm glad I'm a married man.
No, I'm not saying they're using a condom because they're dirty. I'm saying they're using a condom because of something that I technically can't really talk about over the air because it's technically illegal everywhere.
Oh no! It's to me.
You can cut that part out.
I mean, to keep it 100 with you, it's not wrong using a condom, because I used to hate when they had that stigmatism in porn. Condom scenes don't sell. Motherfucker,
I off a condom sales.
Fuck you. They don't give a shit. As long as the blowjob is raw, they don't give a shit.
Right. Well, no, see, even then, I honestly, I've given condom blowjobs because I have, unfortunately, in my time of being an adult who's active, not necessarily it happened during the industry, I ended up getting gonorrhea in my throat, and I was fucking freaked out. I have never in my life had anybody ever tell me that they've had this happen to them, and it's a very, very small percentage of people that have this happen, I think. And so, like, I freak out anytime somebody was like, "Oh, well, can I get a blowjob without a condom? You're not tested? Nope. Fuck you.
No.
Hell no.
Because see, that's the thing. Like I said, what people don't realize, because to keep it 100, many of the girls do meet and greets. And you have girls who don't play the game straight. And because guys are gonna pay a little extra to get, you know,
that's scary. That scares me.
So that's why I tell people your test is only as good as the last person you fucked. Because I mean, seriously.
True. No, it's true. It's true.
Because even when you do convention shoots, you might be the third person down.
Yep.
That's why I tell people you're dependent upon the next person's sexual habits. That's why it's good. That's why it's good we get to know the talents that we work with.
I agree with that, most definitely.
Because at the end of the day, because I'm sorry, if I plan to work with you, I'm going to say hi, and I want to know, because or even chit chat with you, because sometimes a conversation can tell you a lot about a person within 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's why I don't mind having that, 10, 15 minute, get to know you real quick before we fuck type situation.
They'll be like, look, I like to at least know your name before we fuck that name.
Exactly.
Shit.
But yeah, I do stay safe. I am, that kind of person who has to. I mean, for my own health, but even those that I do potentially, work with. So Yeah, it's a bad stigma when you do get a test that pops, unfortunately. But staying safe.
But see, but like I said again, and you prove, and I'm glad that we did discuss that again.
Yeah.
Proof that you can come back from it.
Yeah, you can.
Because like I said, you always hear that people don't. So when you hear someone that does, it gives hope to someone that might get caught in that position. You know, to also make people think before they shame people for it. Because it can happen to anybody. You know,
exactly. It can happen to anyone because let's say the person that you did a scene with, they're only on week 1 of their test, they shoot with you, but then they shot with somebody previous who had something and they gave it to you, and then now you're giving it to this talent. It's like it's a waterfall effect. It's like,
yeah.
And some people aren't vocal about it. Some people aren't okay with speaking out about it. I don't really give a fuck. Mm-hmm. This is a job that I'm doing. This is the risk that I'm taking, and I understand that. You know, and most people need to be more understanding with that instead of making it such a, what's the word? Like we talked about, a stigma.
Yeah. So, yeah, because I mean, like I said, shit happens. See,
it does. Shit really, really does happen. So it's just how you bounce back from that shit.
Yeah, because funny how about Pinky, and Pinky says, "Yeah, I can call everything get rid of."
Yeah,
you know, period. But it's the more you do within this business, the more risk. So all you can do is take care of yourself. Hope that the person that you work with is taking care of themselves, and shit. That's damn it.
Yeah, exactly. I always hope that every person I work with has done their due diligence in this industry by checking tests and being on top of making sure they're tested every 2 weeks. I don't mind a 3 or a 1 month test, but that makes me a little weary. So I do try to say, hey, when you're 2 week tested, you let me know. I'll be 2 week tested because I stay on top of that shit like it ain't nothing. Every 2 weeks I get tested.
So what do you think of the content houses?
Oh, content houses. Wow. I've been to a handful of content houses. Each one is different. Each one is ran differently. Each one has different personalities that come and show up. Each one has had highs and lows. Not every content house has been perfect. Actually, not one content house I have been to has been perfect. I've had my share of emotions and disappointments at each house. And I think a lot of it reflects on me as a person and allowing things to get to me. But I also believe that there were just a lot of things going on in the house that just was weird, and weird vibes and energies. And yeah, so I could say that I always get content. I've always walked away with at least on the minimum of 5 scenes. I always hope for more because that's the goal, right? At a content shoot house, you're working with a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities. So you really want to get the most, like the bang for your buck type thing. Unfortunately, it's not always that way. There's always drama. No matter where you go, there is drama. I don't care about the drama.
Is there more drama on the men's side or on the women's side?
I think it's both. It's both. I do believe that maybe it's more 75, well, like 55, 45. So 55 female, 45 male. And the reason why I say that is because it might be a female who's feeling a certain type of way because the talent didn't work with her, so on and so forth. That happens a lot, especially in the BBW community.
Yeah, I can believe that because
yeah.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.
Welcome back. See, this always happens when I start talking on some good shit.
I get it. It's that time of day.
It's getting too hot. It's getting too hot.
Yeah.
No, but like I was saying, I'm from looking at some of the characters that actually go to some of the content houses. I can imagine some of the interactions, hijinks, probably attitudes, you name it.
Yeah.
Because of course you got a lot of people there, different personalities. And of course I know there's certain talents that will not shoot with BBWs. I know there's certain talents that she might be there, but she ain't there to shoot with nobody. She's just there for a free vacation.
Maybe that's a possibility, but I've definitely been to quite a few houses where the talents have said no to working with me. And it's like basically all BBWs, but I'm like the biggest one. So it definitely makes me feel a type of way. I do my best to hold that in and not make it a big deal, because I understand that this how it is in this industry now. Like, you are not going to get to work with the person that you want to work with because they may not want to work with you. So you just kind of not hold your breath, but like just kind of wait and see, basically. But even then, I don't even hold my breath or get my hopes up, you know? I always hope that eventually these talents that work with some of these other BBWs come around and do work with me. But at the same time, is that they don't, they're lost. I know who I am. I know what I have to offer.
Be honest, and not to be tooting your horn or anything, or what have you. I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, he's kissing her ass." No, I'm not.
No, please don't.
I'm not kissing her ass, you know. But okay, if you look at the boxes, all right, you're shot with all the major companies. You do numbers. You have a following. You check off all the boxes for a guy that should, if he know his business and about his business and not about just trying to get some fucking pussy, it makes sense economically and logically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I was at a content house and I see Julie Ginger walk in, motherfucker, I say, guess what? I just got some sales. Thank you, God.
But that's not the same for everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
But see, it goes to the level of mentality of separate business from personal in this business and how easily that line can get blurred.
Oh, for sure. Oh, that's a most definite thing, because I know in the beginning of my career, when I got invited to my first ever shoot house, was in Atlanta, Georgia, April 2018. I remember it very clearly. It was with Team BP. So you got Mr. Nuts and that crew. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the crew.
Okay, so anyways, I was expecting, in my mind, when I think of a BBW content shoot house, BBWs and guys who will shoot with BBWs. I got there and there were 2 or 3 skinny girls running around and guys there that didn't want to shoot with me. And so it made it really difficult to get the content I wanted. And I felt the type of way about it because no one was really shooting with me. I didn't understand why. So I was starting to get upset. Being a new girl in this industry, I'm like, what's wrong with me? What did I do to these people? Why is no one wanting to shoot with me? So I started getting into my feelings. And that's one of the things, again, that I've worked on. I've changed that. I no longer get my feelings. And if I do, I change that attitude quickly. So,
the key is you might get in your feelings, but them not seeing it.
Well, yeah, and that's the key. But I was not very good at hiding that shit. So
because
a lot of people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can't nobody tell me that if someone says no, I don't want to shoot with you, and where they kind
I've had people tell me no. I have.
Oh, I know it hurts. I know it hurts.
Oh, it fucking hurts. Most definitely. But guess what? Like, that's what grows me as a person, is taking that rejection and not getting upset about it, but saying, okay, you know what? Cool, no problem. I'm gonna move on, because at the end of the day, that's all I can do. I can't force them to work with me. I can't beg. I can't plead. I can't say, well, why are you working with this person who's a BBW but not me? Why? I don't understand that, which I have said that to people.
Mm-hmm.
I have done that. I have said, hey, why are you working with this person but you won't work with me every time you're in town? Or every time you're in town, you work with this person, but you haven't given me that chance. Like, I don't understand this. What's the deal? Is it something about me? Do I need to change? So I started doing that to myself, and that was really bad. And now I just say, you know what? His loss, move on. And so I have.
Yeah.
So that
because the thing about this business, you got to have iron skin. Because you're going to get more no's than yes sometimes.
Yes, you definitely want to have, I wouldn't say super thick skin, but you want to know yourself and can stand and hold your own against that rejection, especially if you're a BBW. I'm not going to lie. You're going to get people who are going to say, ew, you're gross, you're fat. And they'll say it to you every day. So, or they'll say, no, I don't want to work with you. Or they'll say, you know, no thanks. You know, you can't analyze that shit. You just have to move on from it, basically.
Yeah. But you know the greatest revenge, right?
Is showing them that you're good and that they lost out.
AKA success.
Exactly.
Which you are becoming very successful in this business.
Well, thank you.
With that being said, I'm sorry, not good. What you about to say? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but like I said, with that being said, you know, I want you to tell everybody where they can come spend some money on you at. Where they can find you. Damn it, I need to go to Vegas. Shit.
I just hit a bomb rip. Ooh, that was good.
It's a bomb hit. There's some good fucking weed.
Yes, it is, baby. Okay. So I have everything you guys could ever think of as far as in terms of buying content or wanting to just spoil me in general. My website is bbwjulieginger.com. I have my onlyfans.com/bbwjulieginger1. I had to change it. I have minivids, which is, I think, minivids.com/JulieGinger, I think. I can look that up. But I also have a Pornhub and Xvideos. Just look up Julie Ginger. What else? Wow. I Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay, Venmo.
Yeah, everywhere you want to spend money, she got you covered.
I got you covered, except for like Western Union. I do PayPal, but that's
I should say I got Western Union.
No Western Union allowed.
You didn't even use Western Union the goddamn hole.
I've had people ask me. You would not believe how many people have asked me to use Western Union.
It has to be.
It gotta be, of course.
It has to be.
But yeah, that's pretty much everywhere you can find me.
Oh my God. Well, ma'am, I definitely want to bring you back for later episodes. I definitely want you. My platform is open to you to promote, to come chit chat, vent, or what have you. If we're doing the venting, it's gonna be a special smoke or Smoke This Over Dark podcast episode.
Okay.
So, and people, she will be back because this is me making up for not getting to work with her. Because I don't get to fuck. I get to fuck with her mentally. We get to talk it up and chop it up. So I want to say thank you because I'm really blessed to have you on the show. Because like I said, all jokes aside, you one of the ones that I really respect as a talent.
Well, thank you.
As well as the work that you do. You know, I think of you very highly in this business. Seriously.
Well, thank you. It's very nice to hear that. I appreciate it, most definitely. I am happy with where I've come, and I've been looking forward to seeing what the future holds. So 2022, let's see what's going on.
We're gonna see. People, you know how we finish this. every day, all day, always. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You did? Smoke is over. Thank you for coming to the lounge, baby. I just love hearing her hit that bone, yo. Hold on, before we leave, let's just listen.
Can't even hear you. What?
Let's just listen to. That is called good weed if you coffee like that.
Yep, it goes straight to the face.
Now I'm about to go off here and roll me up one. You take care, girl.
You too. Thanks. It was fun talking with you.
Same here.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.